Hello, my fam. We did it another week, and I'm so grateful we spent it together. Thank you for joining me. It is Perez Hilton, the queen of all media, the original influencer. I am here live on YouTube every weekday at the same exact time doing hot topics. And today, I am so tired, y'all. I am like beyond spent. But we did it. We're here. If you can, please consider becoming a member of my channel. Your support would mean so much. You get a little badge like Micah or Black the Planet, Hack the Planet, sorry. Let me switch this to member only mode. Hey Dee, hey Becky. Everybody can watch. Please do comment. But when the premiere is over, when the Hot Topic show is done, everybody can comment then. I am so excited. After this live stream is over, I'm going to take a nap. I'm going to take a nap. A short one. I don't have a lot of time for a nap, but I'll take a nap. I almost did not show up today. Like my body was shutting down on me. But I said, no, my fam has shown up for me. I have to show up for them. So let's do it. All right, first, an update. I can admit when I'm wrong. A few days ago, or maybe it was last week, I told you all that Doja Cat has a new song coming out, and she previewed it. She released a snippet called, the song's called Jealous Type, and it was produced by Jack Antonoff, who did a lot of Taylor Swift's music for the last decade. Video. I love it. It's so 80s. It's very 80s. That's kind of like what Jack Antonoff does. Jack Antonoff is known for that sound. It's very 80s, very fun. It's just a fun song. It's nothing deep, Jealous Type. It's like it's like a solid pop song. But it's fun. I don't know. I liked it. The music video is super campy. She really leaned into the whole 80s thing. So she's wearing all this 80s attire. Now, on to Florida. How do you spell Jack's last name? Antonoff. In Florida, this upset me so much. The Rainbow Crosswalk outside the Pulse nightclub in Orlando, which commemorated the 49 victims that were murdered there in 2016, was painted over by the state of Florida. Did you guys hear about this? The Rainbow Crosswalk outside the LGBTQ nightclub was painted over. This is where 49 people were killed. Florida's transportation agency had been notifying cities around the state in recent months that they must remove rainbow-colored crosswalks and intersections, or they could face the withholding of transportation funds. The Florida Department of Transportation did not immediately respond to CBS News' request for comment. Thankfully, some local community members there got chalk and painted it rainbow again, but temporarily. It's chalk. Seriously? This is a place to remember 49 people that died. Shameful. Shameful. All right, a couple of updates on Blake Lively for you all. Did any of you watch that video that I made yesterday about the letter that I sent to the judge in New York and the judge in Las Vegas? Well, the judge in Las Vegas rejected it. Not the judge, the magistrate, which I learned is a different thing. The magistrate judge looks after the docket and handles like procedural things. So it was a very spicy letter that I sent to the judge in Las Vegas and a different one, but similar to the judge in New York, saying I saw this new evidence that was just submitted on the docket. There were text messages that were talking about me from employees at Melissa Nathan's agency, her communications company, and they prove that I was not in communications, that I was not in talks with the tag defendants or the Wayfarer defendants in tag. So the judge in Las Vegas rejected that letter, saying that they don't accept letters to the judge. But the magistrate judge said that if I can only file motions. So I just redid my letter as a motion. The motion was it's a motion to file supplemental evidence in consideration of my motion to quash. Basically, just a different procedural step. So I filed that today, and hopefully the judge approves it. However, you know what? I'm glad that the judge in Vegas let me know that, because my letter was not uploaded to the docket in New York either. And I said, you know what? Maybe it's for the same reason. But Judge Lyman over there did not let me know. So I created a different motion for New York so that I could get all of this information entered into evidence, the text message exchange, as well as news articles about Blake Lively getting married in a plantation, Blake Lively doing blackface, Blake Lively criticizing the reporter who congratulated her on her pregnancy. All relevant and important information, I believe. So, hopefully my motion is now approved in both Nevada and New York. And, oh my God, Blake Lively is taking it a step further. So I signed up for the EFS, I think it's what it's called, the electronic filing system, and I get notified of everything related to this case. So I just got 2 different notifications in my case where I am fighting Blake Lively's subpoena here in Las Vegas. It was 2 motions to admit 2 lawyers pro hoc vice, or whatever, however you pronounce it. Frickin' Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds are spending so much money to fight my objection to their subpoena. They are flying in 2 lawyers from out of state to be on their team here and represent them in addition to the local Las Vegas lawyer that they hired. Can you imagine how much it costs for one of these very expensive lawyers? Probably like $30,000 would be my guess. It's not Ezra. Let me see if I remember their names or if the names are showing up. Hold on. One is called Lauren K. Martin. And the other one is called Meryl Gavernsky. Lauren is based out of New York, and Meryl is based out of Washington, D.C. They want me to pay? Hell no. But these expensive lawyers, they're flying in. They must get paid a daily rate, and flying like business class or something and being put up in a nice hotel. It's probably $30,000 for each of the two lawyers is my guess, or maybe 20. I don't know. If any of you all know, let me know. Oh, how funny. I just remember what I just told you all. How funny. Hold on, let me make it colder because I'm freezing. My brain is delirious. The clerk did submit into the, can I open it? Let me see. Oh, but the letter was not, was it? Oh, yes. And his ruling. Oh, okay, I love it. Oh my God. So, you know what? Look, I'm going to show you the docket for my case. Remember what I told you all? Minute order in chambers of the Honorable Magistrate Judge Daniel J. Albrechts. Documents submitted. The court cannot serve as a repository for the parties' evidence. The parties may not file evidence unless the court orders otherwise. Your documents are returned herewith. Motions. A document requesting a court order must be styled as a motion, not a letter. See Local Rule 1A 10.2. Letters to a judge will be disregarded. So, my letter is in the court docket, though, the one that I read to you yesterday. New evidence for consideration. And this is the text exchange that I told you about. How do we get to Perez? He's been supportive in getting traction on his coverage. Could ask Brian, as he is also his lawyer. So, like I told you all, today I filed a motion with all of the evidence, including my original letter as an exhibit. So hopefully the judge, I don't know why that was redacted, Bammy. That was submitted, because it's got phone numbers. It's got phone numbers. It's like a text exchange. So they redacted the phone numbers. Oh, Mary J, thank you. Correct, Michelle. And I established that in my motion and in my original letter. I established the date of that, January 21st, after Lively filed her lawsuit and after she, claimed that the smear campaign was going on. By the end of January, the tagged employees were asking how to get a hold of me. So yeah, it's redacted because of the phone numbers. Some of the people have names, some are just phone numbers. Anyways, so two lawyers here were admitted pro hac vice, and I don't know if it's gonna happen, but thank you, Souk Manikar. I have invited local media to cover my hearing. I don't know if they're gonna say yes, but I invited a few friends that work in the media, and hopefully they'll show up. I've also consulted with a couple of lawyers. I'm still going to represent myself. However, I got some, more than a couple. I've spoken to a bunch of people over the last few days. doing my research, doing my due diligence, making sure that I'm as prepared as possible for court on Thursday, the 28th. I don't want to seem overly confident, but everybody that I've spoken to seems to think that the judge is going to rule in my favor. I am clearly a journalist as defined by the law. I was clearly engaging in journalistic reporting, and the information Blake Lively is seeking from me is protected. Period. It's privileged. The law is on my side here, and I'm fairly confident, even though I'm defending myself without an attorney present, that the Judge Boulware, will side with me. And yes, I didn't want to mention that. Michelle, in case for whatever reason something happens, but that person that you mentioned she's one of the many people that I've spoken to recently, and she told me that she might be coming. So hopefully she does. Everybody is welcome. It's open to the public. The hearing on Thursday, August 28th at the federal courthouse here in Las Vegas, 12:15 p.m., LV courtroom 7C. And some people are saying, don't wear your florals. Wearing a floral suit is not disrespectful. I'm going to wear my florals. I'm going to wear a suit. I have a floral suit. I'm going to wear it. Is Omar coming? I don't know. He didn't tell me anything about that. I did reach out to him. I reached out to a few other people. Do you guys have any questions? Say you'll remember me living in a nice dress and red ribs and glossy cheeks. Why? I can't get that out of my head. Bammy, a suit is still showing respect for the court. Have I considered Red Bull as a sponsor? I freaking wish. If Red Bull or any energy drink company is watching, please send me some. I would love to drink it during my show. Do I really have the guts to wear it? Do you know who you're talking to, Mary? I say that with love and appreciation. I am going to wear my floral. I said I was. I'm not joking. How about a bed store? Oh, God. If I did a show from my bed, I would not be able to function. I'd fall asleep in a minute. I'm blessed. I'm always so tired. Like, I literally can fall asleep within seconds of going to bed. Wildest dreams are... Okay. What else? Anything else you guys want to know? Any questions, comments, concerns? I let you know about the motion shenanigans in Vegas, but not, I get it. Thank you thank you to the judge, the magistrate judge, for letting me know. I filed the same motion in New York. Her two new lawyers are now approved. Crazy. Thank you, Nota. Would I consider hiring an attorney? No. Because by that point, I fought. I fought long for over a month. I fought hard. I'll consider being held in contempt while I appeal. That's what I'd consider. Will I do a live show for you on Thursday? Unlikely. No. That's a quick no. Sorry. Love you all, but it's going to take hours of my day on Thursday. I will not do a live. I'll upload a video because then I can share that video on all of my socials. YouTube is my priority, and I upload all of my videos here first, and then the next day I upload them everywhere else. However, it's hard, and it's not uploading a live like this, especially if I'm like engaging with you all and answering questions. I don't think it works well on other platforms. You know what I mean? Like, people may not want to watch it. Like, it has to be more like concise. It has to be a video. It has to be, this is what happened, y'all. Oh my God. Hopefully it's good news and a celebration. Nota, the case will not be live streamed, unfortunately. Federal courts don't allow that in the US. I wonder if an Elvis impersonator showed up, if they would let them enter dressed like that. I don't know. Hack the Planet. Yes, really. That's why the Diddy trial was not televised. Johnny Depp and Amber Heard was able to be televised because that was not in a federal court. Will Blake actually be there? You know what, Mary J? That's a good question. She could be there, but I highly doubt it. I mean, 3 of her lawyers at least will be there. Parker, the Vegas attorney, Lauren K. Martin, and Meryl Governiski. So Richard Parker and the other 2. It's possible she might show up. I doubt it. I don't think she will. But I would love it if she did. Come, Blake. Come. Come. I don't want to say the next thing. I'm not going to say the next thing. It's important not to say everything. Putting my lawyer hat on. Thank you, Michelle. Appreciate you. I'm so spent. I don't think Ezra's coming, no. Like I said, Meryl and Lauren, and then Richard, not Ezra. Sadly. I would have loved a showdown with Ezra. It is still possible that Ezra could file permission to pro-hack Vice, but she has not yet. I don't know why. Ezra's probably too busy for this, to be honest. Like, Ezra's probably dealing with so many different moving pieces every day. She ain't got time for this. I know I'm not that far from her, but still, coming to Vegas for this, it would require her an entire day of her time. Thank you, Bam. Me. Thank you, Michelle. All right, my friend. Thank you for watching. I love you. I will see you Monday, 7:15 p.m. Eastern, 4:15 Pacific. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. Have a wonderful weekend. Mwah. Bye.